Kevin Durant is listed at 6'9", but his real height will shock you. Some players lie about their heights to avoid playing a certain position, while others are just too embarrassed to tell the truth. Here are NBA players who got caught lying about their height. Kevin Durant. Kevin Durant openly admitted to lying about his height in order to avoid playing the power forward position. Back in 2016, when KD was still playing for the Thunder, he was listed at 6'9", but his real height was exposed after a game-saving block against the Clippers' Chris Paul. After his big block on CP3, KD jumped on an interview admitting that he was much taller than 6'9". Durant stated, "He's 6 feet tall, I'm 6'11". He also revealed his true height when it came to females. "For me, when I'm talking to women, I'm 7 feet, Durant said, but in basketball circles, I'm 6'9". Unlike many NBA players who may lie to make themselves taller, Durant actually does the opposite by trying to appear shorter. After making his transition to the Warriors, KD once again spoke on his height. "I was recorded at 6'10 and 3/4 with no shoes, so with my shoes on, I'm 7 feet. When asked why he listed himself at 6'9", he said, "I just like messing with people. They just ask me so much. Yeah, I just like messing with people." Even Durant's own teammate DeMarcus Cousins chimed in on the subject, with reporters stating, "I keep telling him to stop standing by me, man. I think people are starting to figure out I might be about 6'7". He's every bit of 7 feet, every bit. But it didn't end there, as when KD left the Warriors for the Nets, he was once again listed as shorter than 6'11". At this point, the league has just given him a free pass when it comes to his height. Zion Williamson. Despite towering over his opponents, Zion Williamson is not as tall as you may think. Throughout his high school and college years, Zion was listed at 6'7", but when he got to the NBA, he seemed to have lost a few inches. After being the first pick in the 2019 draft, the NBA released a statement exposing Zion's real height. With the NBA installing new rules for teams to verify accurate player heights, as the New York Times reported last week, here's one of the most notable entries so far. Number 1 overall pick Zion Williamson measured officially at 6'6", league sources said. The Phenom was listed at 6'7" during his freshman season at Duke. Social media exploded following the statement, with some criticizing Zion while others brushed it off as no big deal. Although he may be shorter than he was originally listed, it's no question Zion has the game on lock. Kemba Walker. Despite being listed at 6'1" for the majority of his career, Kemba's true height was revealed when he was traded to the Celtics in 2019. Kemba completely exposed himself during the Celtics Shamrock Gala, where he was interviewed on a few things, including his height. To everyone's surprise, Walker revealed the truth when he came out and stated, "My real height came out a few weeks ago, and I'm 5'11". Although Cardiac Kemba is really under 6 feet tall, he was able to play like he was much bigger. Bradley Beal. Bradley Beal was always listed at 6'5", but it wasn't until a couple of years ago when his height would magically change. In 2016, after announcing his NBA contract was extended, Beal also told reporters he grew an inch over the summer. Keep in mind he was just 23 years old at the time, so growing an extra inch is nearly impossible. According to reports, Bradley Beal stated, "I'm only 23 years old. I know there's a lot of kids who would die to be in the situation I'm in. One is better than none." Sure enough, his official height changed to 6'6" in the books, but fans were very skeptical about the sudden change, as there was no way he could have grown an inch in such a short amount of time. Either the tape measures were wrong from the start, or he's lying. Charles Barkley. As Charles Barkley was one of the best rebounders in the game, many assume he would be extremely tall. And I mean, that's exactly what he wanted fans to think. But despite being a great rebounder, you'd be surprised to hear that this man was only listed at 6'6". However, years later, TNT analysts came out and exposed Barkley's real height. According to the reporters, he had lied about his height throughout his career to be taken more seriously by scouts. Believe it or not, Barkley finally admitted that he was just 6'4", but come on now, you gotta give him credit. It would be interesting to think where Charles Barkley would have been hadn't he lied about his height. No chance he would be as well known as he is today. Kevin Love. Kevin Love's height seems to change every single year. You see, Love is listed at 6'10", but it turns out that he's been lying about his height in order to play his favorite position. It's pretty clear that he's a bit undersized for the power forward center position, which is why he got exposed for being only 6'8". In this photo, Love is standing next to 6'8" Derek Williams when they were both playing for Minnesota. But the height debate doesn't end there, as according to pre-draft measurements, Kevin Love clocked in at 6'7". But it's hard to blame him. If he was listed as a 6'7" center, many teams would have passed on him in the draft. Russell Westbrook. Westbrook was initially listed at 6'3" after pre-draft measurements, but critics have speculated that the point guard is closer to 6'5" or taller. Take Damian Lillard, who's also listed at 6'3". In this picture showing Dame and Westbrook side by side, it's obvious that Westbrook has a height advantage despite being listed at the exact same height. Draymond Green. Draymond Green is another undersized power forward. He was originally listed at 6'7", but that just wasn't the case at all. Steve Kerr even poked fun at Draymond, jokingly stating that he was only 6'5", but when he was officially measured, it turns out Draymond is only 6'6". Similar to others on this list, the power forward lied about his height to boost his popularity in the NBA draft. And to be fair, it is pretty incredible what Draymond Green can do as a 6'6" power forward. JJ Barea. With JJ Barea being one of the smaller guards to play in the NBA, it's a bit questionable how his height changed over the years. During his career, his height fluctuated from 6 feet to 6'1". But what is his true height? Well, during Dirk Nowitzki's retirement, he tried having some fun with JJ when Mark Stein tweeted, "For years, some players have been listed as taller and some shorter than they really are. The league clearly wants to change that." Dirk quoted Stein's tweet while mentioning JJ, stating, "JJ, you okay?" This prompted JJ to respond to the allegations, where he admitted that he used to laugh when announcers would list him at 6 feet or 6'1" because that just wasn't true. He even said me and about 20,000 other people in the arena knew that was a lie. I'm 5'10" on a good day. Tacko Fall. Tacko Fall ranks as the tallest player the NBA has seen since the likes of Manute Bol and Yao Ming. Before entering the NBA, Tacko was listed at an enormous 7'7", and he stuck with that height for as long as he could. However, when the NBA made teams release an updated measurement on their players, Tacko's height fell by 2 inches, putting him at 7'5". When asked about his height change, Tacko was not too happy about it, stating, "7'5", I'm 7'6" without shoes." In fact, NBA 2K even chimed in on the height change, calling out Tacko in a tweet for being only 7'5" and stating that all players in the game would be updated to meet their true height. This tweet sparked Tacko's attention, who responded with, "I'm 7'6" though." Maybe the NBA doesn't want another player as tall as Yao Ming or Manute Bol. Or maybe Tacko is a liar. Who knows, but it seems he's very stubborn when it comes to admitting his true height. Whether it be to avoid a certain position or simply being embarrassed about their height, there are a number of players who are listed with false heights in the NBA. Let us know in the comments which player is most shocking to you, and don't forget to leave a like and subscribe because we're currently dropping 2 videos a week that you're not going to want to miss. So be sure to smash that like button, subscribe, and ring the notification bell to stay up to date on all things basketball.